Oh my God. So I really had to get out of I haven't been able to stop laughing yet. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm still laughing. Because I feel like Virgo Taurus Capricorn video, I have not labeled it, but the most exciting thing is that I have it because it was the funniest read I've ever had. Um, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Those who are dealing with the 8 Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and you're a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. It's a lot of trouble. You're in a lot of trouble. Okay, I have to put this up for a second because this is my seafood dinner for the night. And you know what? I love like ramen mixes, and so I made one for myself. So okay, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. You're in a lot of trouble. Because that last read was nothing but pentacles and cups. And I'm gonna leave it right there. It's not my business. My business, my business. Okay, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I'm just and I will I will I can't get it out of my mind. I can't get you out of my mind. Okay, so um Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, I will most definitely change the name of that. Now, some of these cards are mixed up because my cards got mixed up. I don't know how. I didn't even do it. But guess what? I'm into it. It's gonna come out how it wants to come out. Oh, Empress in reverse. Okay, take it. So, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Which is always a good thing and a good thing. Empress in reverse. Thought you were birthing wasn't. It ain't what you want, right? It's in the cups in reverse. I can't. I can't keep this up. I'm gonna have to do a Sagittarius, Leo, Aries energy because Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I mean, y'all keeping yourself stuck in the hermit mode. Not only are you stuck with this Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, what they are natural hermits. They sit in their house all day and don't know how to do nothing. But now you got to too. Aquarius, Leo, and Gemini. I promise you, that's the only time you get out of your house. The phone number again. Please stop laughing at people. It's not funny. It's not funny. But what funny is, I'm telling, and I've been preaching this on my channel, 3:33 on my clock, forever, to love yourself. Why put yourself through this all the dang on time? That's why I think it's so funny. It's because I keep reading the same thing over and over again. Like mother, like some don't have no brain. Now you don't have no brain. You can't think past your current situation. I promise you, you about as stuck as the next door neighbor when the doorbell king. King of coins. And upright. Oh my God, he take care of me. What happened when he don't want to take care of you no more? What you gonna do? He taking care of me right now. What happened when he too old to take care of you? When he don't want to take care of you no more? When he looking at you like what you gonna do? The full card. New beginnings. I guess you're gonna have to give something somewhere. And instead of having fun and traveling and having a good time, I promise you, you stuck. Hey, what the, I ain't gonna do nothing right now because he manifests for me. with the eight of coins in reverse, and the ace of pentacles in the upright. Is he manifesting? Oh please, Lord. This is why I pray every day for an independent person. Someone that, if you start out as an empress, you end as an empress. You don't sit there and rely on somebody that ain't got shit. For real, you can make more money than them if you really thought about it and put your mind to it, but you ain't gonna do it. A page of cups. You gonna study to know empress in reverse and then the page of cups waiting for somebody to do something for you. King, I'm the knight of coins, and he gonna sit there and penny pinch you, even though he know he the king of coins. He got so much money he can't even believe it. He probably out money real close, but he gonna give you exactly what you think he have. Sun, illumination. It's so weird. I'm excited, but I never read the card like this. It's so genuine. It's genuine, funny and genuine. And then you all, for once, I'm being myself on my channel because you know what? I understand that if I lie to you, and then remember when I told you, like, I feel like I'm prying in people's life, but you know what? God gave me this gift, and if I wasn't sitting there prying in somebody else's life, I wouldn't even have the opportunity to tell you exactly what's going on in yours. Saying it's time to move on. But you know what? Somebody's so sickly. You so sick. Full new beginning. Hierophant started lower. You know your 10 of cups, and you can't get nothing from this. Because you already knew what it was, and you had before your hermit energy, you already went through this empress energy and this 10 of cups, and it still fails. That's card. Stop laughing. Stop laughing. I'm trying. You went from thinking you had everything to get nothing. You probably paying more than he is with the king. The page of cups is in the upright and the page of coins in the reverse. That's you ain't getting shit. You paying everything. The sun in the upright. I'm honestly the like the coins in the upright and left card. He didn't put it in there what he give it to you. Other than that, it's vice versa. Other than that, it's vice versa. Is it vice versa? No. It's the 6 of coins upright. It's given to 2. The page of coins in reverse. So you give into 2 with the 6 of coins in the upright, and you have the page of coins in reverse. What is that going on here? Nothing. Whatever you give to him, he's giving to somebody else, and whatever he gives to you, you giving to somebody else. It's nothing. 7 of coins in the upright. Nothing. So every time you pay a bill, you got to pay the landlord. Every time the landlord, your money ain't going nowhere. You ain't even manifesting the future. You manifesting for them. Not the coins in the upright. King of coins in the upright. But everybody that's sitting here giving to the coin, the only thing is in the upright is the page of cups. Not the coins. People who taking. King of coins, people who give it. I mean people who has it. Ace of coins, people who want the money, want the this, want the that. But the page of coins, the person that has it, is coming up as a page of cups. I love you, but I'm gonna give it with the empress because you know what? I love is bigger than the 10 of cups. I love you. I'm gonna start this brand new beginning with you. And yeah, at first I thought I was manifesting, but I know I'm not. Now I've been illuminated with the sun card. I've been illuminated with exactly what the heck is going on here with the death card. But you know what? I want to take my pinnacle back, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna keep giving to two and manifesting this energy. Two of cups. I'm wondering how that you can manifest this energy and then give it to someone else. With the two of cups, with your juggling soul. Six of Pentacles. How you gonna six of Pentacles with the two of cups? How you gonna juggle and give to somebody you love? I'm sorry. This went here. This went here. It costs a lot more than you got. So if you've been living here for 30 days and the rent costs and we trying to get brand new furniture in this beast, and then we want to move and save for a new house. Exactly how you already paying for one. Baby, I ain't got time for that. Two of Cups to the Ace of Wands. I got to go. I mean, the King of Wands. I got to go. I'm going to run my own gas on you. You do exactly what you want. All in this BS. King of Wands. I have dreams. I have things. I have fiestas. If you don't want to do it, Two of Cups to the King of Wands, someone else will. And the Seven of Coins. Because I imagine it. And as soon as I imagine it, God gives with the Sun card. And that's the King of Wands over the Sun card. Ah. And then you get the Six of Wands in reverse. Clarify the Six of Wands in reverse. The Nine of Wands in the upright. Clarify the Nine of Wands in the upright. To the Devil card. Look, this is what this says right here. You can't be victorious unless you lay down your wands and give up that bondage, that addiction, that depression, that standstill, that stubbornness, that it which is not godly. Devil to the Queen of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. That's that loving energy, that love, that this. You want to show some love to get some. I'm sorry. You can't expect somebody to just sit there and do what the heck you want. Will you do what I want? I mean, with no abandon or no security within self. Should I care about you if all you care about is what you want? If I care about you and I do everything for you and I do everything with you and I do everything you want to do and I answer every one of your phone calls, then who gives a hell about me when you ghost me and don't even care at all? I'm done with that. And now she thinks it's my fault. I'm sorry. Okay, Queen of Cups with the 10 of nine of Cups. I think we just came to an understanding. We're so. I'm not giving nothing to nobody. They ain't giving to me. And same should go to all of you. Check this. If they're not giving you love, willingness, and devotion, then why are you giving it to them? Where is that I love you, comma? I want you, comma. I need you, comma, but this is what I need for myself. Where is that part? I'm sorry. This person thought that it was all about them. God didn't even make the goddamn world that way. Heard me? Queen of Coins, I guess you understand that. That's my intuitive card. See how that brain is in action? You learning something you never knew. I wish God made you the only person on this planet so we could all worship you. Ain't about to do it 15:33 on my clock. We ain't about to do it. I don't care how many years you done spent worshiping him. I promise you. There's somebody out here that spent more years than you actually loving it. I love to worship God. I love it. You were so mad at the gospel of the church, you couldn't even stand it. And now you want somebody to stand behind you on something you didn't even never understand in the first place. 16 on the clock. Hell no. Not a source. I'm done with that. You didn't understand what you was worshiping. You didn't understand the God that you was given to. You still don't understand him. Because you know what, you're sitting there not even understanding that this is upside down. No one's keeping you there. God is your only ruler and your only father and your only love. Love your children, love your life, love yourself. At the end of the day, if you think about it, somebody's always going to want something from you. A jacket, a piece of clothing, a t-shirt, a tissue, a napkin. Can you go get me a drink from the bar? Hell yeah, I will. Is there something that somebody ain't going to want from you? Hermit mode. Hell no. That's where you have to start thinking and compromising. That's when you love yourself. That's when you stop worrying about what somebody wants from you. Want from you. I realized when I was driving up and down the highway for my family, because I live in a different cities than my family, and it's about 5 cities over. But I was the only one driving, spending all my money and being a soldier. And guess what? I got nowhere. Guess what they want from you? And at the end of the day, I'm the same 5 cities over. Have they been here? Hell no. Who cares what they want from you? Only time that they want to come around is when I need to move. Come on. So the only time you ever seen my house and my domicile and my living experience, and the only time you ever even ate lunch or dinner here is when you decided to come help me move to a place in which you ain't gonna know next. So if I died there, would you even know where I lived? Hell no. So it's not that I'm trying to be hard to to life, to humans, to universe. It's just that people have the ability to come to you as you have come to them, and all the commitment and honor and space and whatever you give to them, you can also expect. 1909 on my clock, you can expect that same treatment. And if they're not willing to give that, then that's what they mean by unacquitted love. Unacquitted love. When you're willing to give everything, and then when you expect some give back, and then they leave you assed out and asked attacked. Unacquitted. Because when they had nothing, you sat there and you gave them everything they needed. And make sure they was blessed. Make sure they felt good. Make sure they felt right. Make sure you took them out to eat when they achieved something. Make sure their life was bright. And then when you needed that back, Let's carry on. The Hermit. Queen of Wands in the upright. That's why you have respect for yourself now. That's why you keep your hair done and you keep your braids on tight. You know what I'm saying? You living by yourself and you got more money you ever had in life, and you sitting there and you enjoying it. And that's why I have a cruise going on in July. Because you guess what? I have no wait no more for anyone. I had 2 years to take it. I didn't do it waiting. And guess what? I had asked for an extension and they gave me one. And I'm going to take it. And I've decided I'm not even going to offer it up for a raffle. I'm going to take it alone. And you know what? I ain't going to lie. That was a lie that I was told before. I did it alone. You a lie. You don't do shit alone unless somebody in your back pocket. Promise that. Somebody got to pay for it. You don't do nothing alone. And I'm talking to the specific person in which I'm specifically talking to, in which I'm specifically meaning, in which I'm specifically told. But the rest of you ignore specifically what I mean. The ones that has to come up and say, you don't do nothing alone. You ain't even never did nothing without me. Temperance. I give you all the patience that I can. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Stop for once playing with me. You underestimating my intelligence, my elegance, my tenacity. You didn't even play with the Queen of Wands. Exactly what is the Queen of Wands in reverse? And the Temperance in reverse. And both of them are fire signs, and they ain't playing with us. 22 on my clock. Stop playing with me. I love you. But as much as I love, I can get just as angry. The juggling card. Because if you thought you was going to juggle me between somebody else, just because, okay, let me tell the truth about myself. I was married and I was dating, and then you know what? I really was not messing with my marriage, but I was trying to get out of it, and then I was trying to get in my dating, trying to make it something else. And guess what? The something else turned into a whole catastrophe that I never even knew that was even going on in this world. Because you know what? I had such high hopes. I had such love. I had such forgiveness. I had such understanding I should never have had. I'm juggling. 23, King of Cups. I should never have had that. It's like loving someone so much that you would give up on yourself. That's why we all here, right? Reading all these tarot cards. Wondering if they're going to come back. Look, I'm incredible. Sun I've come through the fact that I am the Queen of Wands and I'm the Temperance and that I can juggle you. It's not even a problem. Bring your Queen of Cups ass, King of Cups ass back. Bring your ass back. Have some integrity, loyalty. Have something. That you're missing with your 10 of Cups in reverse. Oh, why does this happen to me? 10 of Wands. You're missing that quality to deal exactly the hand that you dealt an apology and apologize for everything that you did and every tear that you incited to spill. That is integrity. That is, I'm sorry, because I know I apologize for even you. on the days that I had to. But I gotta say, you put your hands on me plenty of times before, and you know what? I got sick of it. And Sagittarians only have so much temperance. Understand? If you keep putting your hands on a Sagittarian, they're gonna show you what it is. We ain't playing with you. We don't joke with you. Sagittarians, we just don't play with you with this swan energy. We don't play around like that. We'll let you get along as long as you stay on track. But when you get off the track, you start putting your hands on us. You start telling us all kinds of crazy stuff because you know we're nice and lighthearted and sweet and innocent and all that good stuff because that's how we like to keep it, you know. But when you start trying to lean over on the other side, a Sagittarian gonna show you the real. That's why they call us the teachers. Chariot. We're not playing with you. This is not a game. This is our life. Sagittarius, Leos, Aries, Virgos, Taurus, Virgos, Taurus, and Capricorn, Leo, um, and Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, and Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Leo, Gemini, Aquarius, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, all of them. We don't. Everybody has a yin and a yang, and if you keep playing with the yin, you might get the yang, and then when you get the yang, it's gonna be something else. I promise you. Yeah, the wheel of fortune. It can be turned forward or it can be turned backward. You can either get the yin or the yang. Have some respect for the relationship you're in. Because if you mess with a Taurus, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Aries, masculine signs, I promise you, fixed signs and masculine signs, we are a lot in our ways. Now, Sagittarians and Aries and Leos, well, Sagittarius and Aries, I want to say we're more in the religious part of it all. Leos, Scorpios, Virgos, Geminis, all them fixed signs, Aquariuses. And I don't know if a Gemini is a fixed sign because they go back and forth. No. But look, all the fixed signs, y'all are stuck in y'all's ways. Even if it's like a lover's dreamy way, like I want to have 10 different lovers and different girlfriends and 7 different this, and I also want to have this thing going on the internet. And are you ever really committed to that one lover's incident? No. With the Ace of Wands in reverse, y'all are never ever committed to that one incident. The one thing that actually made you happy. The one thing that you don't even know that made you happy because you were so dreamy into something else. King of Wands in reverse. Something that could have moved forward, something could have happened real, something that could have been reality with the Judgment, and you just moved away from it with the Six of Swords, which caused you a lot of heartache, a lot of heart pain. You may have caused somebody some stabs in the back with the Ten of Swords. But the Ace of Swords, you felt like you were starting on to a new beginning, which made you guarded in the first place. And the Hangman and the Page of Swords, you realized that you went from the Ace of Swords to a Page of Swords. They made a whole lot of promise and wasn't able to keep up with it. And now you manifesting how the heck you gonna make this work with the Page of Wands. And I'm talking about Page of Wands is somebody coming with messages, information, honest, truth. And I know I like loving you, but what? This is taking more faith than I got. With the Six of Cups, I keep daydreaming about something else. I keep daydreaming about a life without having to worry about my money, my life, my insecurities. With the Two of Swords, I keep deciding, I keep not being able to make a decision with the High Priestess. Oh, thank you. But you know what I say, High Priestess? You can't make no goddamn decision. You know what? Nick, you should not be a High Priestess. I want you to go back to the page or the Knight or something, Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups can't make no decision. You don't deserve the throne you're putting yourself on. Seven of Cups, because you is so indecisive. It's unreal. Knight of Cups, High Priestess, to the two of Swords. Please. Create straight undecisive cards with the Five of Wands, fighting with your dang on self about who's going to be better with the Five of Swords and the empty victory. But you know what? It's all going to leave you hanging out. Because you took too long with the Empress to make a good decision. Left your dang on self out this cold trying to do sneaky stuff. And at the end of the day, you may not feel like you heard or nothing, but you waiting for your ship to come in and you gonna keep on waiting. But with the Three of Wands and the Four of Wands, maybe you realize some stuff. That's your Tower card, is that you would be in greedy in the first place, which is what has kept you up all night with the Four of Swords, these sleepless nights and everything else. But you are also trying to manifest and meditate and get something going. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse, it's not even working out for you with the Moon card. That's probably the secret. BS, Justice, with the World card in reverse and the King of Swords in the upright. You thought you had a king and you ended up with a. With the Three of Cups. Ace of Cups to the Three of Cups. You ended up with somebody you could party with, and that's about it. You wish you hadn't reconciled with. That's what's putting you in the hangman position. Star card. And the Queen of Swords in reverse. You're not even happy in the situation you're in. You thought it was going to be everything. That's why you manifested it with the Three of Cups and the Ace of Cups, because you felt something in the instant. Eight of Wands message. And I promise you, it's keeping you up at night. You're not even happy. Queen of Swords in the upright. Two of Wands. You don't even know what to decide. And the Eight of Cups. You went and left everything you loved. Queen of Cups. The Knight of Cups. The Nine of Cups. And the Strength card. So now you left somebody else out there that was a really good person that is actually going to make it somewhere. And you are stuck with this energy. 33:44 on my clock. I'm not even going to read any more cards. I'm done with it. I think God's Spirit Universe said exactly what they needed to say. And if you find that my readings do not resonate, they don't resonate. But if they do, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Because, look, I read all the cards for you as they came out. You thought it was better, but it wasn't. Sometimes grass isn't greener on the other side. And sometimes when you do people wrong, they might just have to whoop your ass. And honestly, when you do people wrong, and this is the honest God truth, don't ever let nobody put their hands on you. But when you do something wrong, you have to respect God's decision on what he's going to do with you. 34:44 on my clock. Everything, Queen of Swords in reverse, and it's not going to be pretty. It's really not. You have to go through hardships and this until you learn your lesson. And sometimes when you mess up with somebody, the point is that you do go back and you say, I may not want to be with you, but I'm sorry for what I did, and here's what I did. And sometimes it's hard to confess to them. But I've done it so many times. I learned it in like AA places. You admit to those around you, you yourself, and those around you where you have done wrong. It's one of the steps in AA. And AA is it's like Alcoholics Anonymous, but let me explain AA. It's a really good book to live by. And this is why. Because the hermit, you cannot do things to someone without apologizing, without God noticing that you have not done so. You can hide as much as you want from that person, but you can't hide anything from Jesus. You can't hide anything from God. As much as I'm looking through this computer screen, he's looking at me through his eyes. You cannot hide. So until you clear your karma, you're gonna have nothing but karma and dharma, and it's not gonna be all that great all the time. Eventually, you're going to have to clear your karma. Four of Pentacles. 36:44 on my clock. Eventually, you have to clear your karma. If you refuse to clear your karma, it'll be a while before you clear it in God's eyes. It's like saying I'm sorry to that person right away and God forgives you versus saying, not saying I'm sorry and waiting for your karma. And then it happens for like 3 or 4 years where you never experience what you're meaning to experience until the very last minute where you're deciding that you're going to give up. It's like karma's not something you should waste. That's why what I did wrong to people, I said I'm sorry that very day. Have I still had to deal with karma? I can't say that I haven't. But at this point in my life, and today, did I receive the best of karma? I think so. And this is why. And I'll tell you in specifics. I moved from San Antonio and I spent 4 months in hotels. And I thought I was going to run out of money. Me and my parents got into it, all that good stuff. And you know what? I ended up in an apartment of my own. I wanted to come back home where I wanted to be, where I lived, where I loved. And despite the fact that everybody thought I was doing it for somebody else, this, that, and the other, it was not even that. I didn't move here for anyone. I moved here for myself, 38 in my clock. I moved here because this is the last place I was loved without asking. And when I moved back, I received the same love without asking. I didn't have to pay for a thing except for my hotel stay. I didn't have to pay for a drink at the bar. I didn't have to pay for going out. I didn't have to pay for somebody to pick me up. I didn't have to pay for anything. I literally came home. And that was a change for me. That's when I knew I was exactly where I needed to be. Had nothing to do with anyone else. It's the fact that for 2 years, I wanted to come home. And one of them, I just spent kind of being left out in the dust by everyone. Even the person that had my heart, you know what I'm saying? And the second year, I spent a whole year in an apartment, just getting done in, you know what I'm saying, by either the lover I had who wasn't committed or the friend I had who wasn't committed. And I let them stay on my couch. Man, I know where to go, you know what I'm saying? I was just really in it. But you know what? Getting used is easy when you're a light worker. When you say, you know what, I don't care. You can stay on my couch. But please just follow these one few rules. Because who wants dirty on their couch? Who wants somebody sneaking in and out of their house when they're not there? Who wants those kind of activities? But no one. It's kind of reasonable. Because you know what? The person I was really trying to move in and help out until I got all this squared away, that's the same thing of me. So when I decided, you know what, this is about me more than them, that's when I decided I'm gonna do everything I can to let go of this situation. Even though they were my best friends and they left together. One of them was my best friend lover, and she left with my best friend brother. And then I ended up by myself in a jail cell, and something I didn't even cause originally. It wasn't just about certain things, it was about the whole aspect of things. So all these people that I tried to help ended up betraying me in a way that I don't even know how to get out of or even get into. And if I got into it, I'd be willing and able and strong enough back because I've had so many horrible things happen through my life. I'm an ex foster kid. I was 3 times raped when I was before the age of 7. Somebody raped me when I was 2 years old, then again when I was 3 years old, then again when I was 7 years old. Then I finally got taken from my mother when I was 7.5 years old to the state of Texas. And at the time, I didn't even know what was happening. I was a foster kid at that point. I moved from house to home to home to house. I never had anyone. I still only loved God. He was the only Messiah in my life. And when I needed anything, He gave it to me. All I had to do was pray and ask Him. And sometimes it only took one time. It wasn't like His line was that busy. Because He answers the prayers to those who are guided and see His vision. But if you're just praying, oh, I wish I had $1 million, I promise you, that's a prayer He can answer one time and never see you again. But those who want to grow within, grow in light, and grow in love, Lord Jesus Christ, He never forgets you. With God, all things are possible. I look at this picture that actually my neighbor moved out and she put it on the back porch and I picked it up and I put it in my house, in this new house. With God, all things are possible. Matthew 19:26. God saved me. And now I ended up with a horrible birth mother. She had or something because she's hurting. 44:22. I owe you nothing. This was my life path. Pain and heartache of people who think I owe them nothing and something. Because I had to stay with them. Because I had to raise their kids. Because they adopted me. Because I'm biologically theirs. Now I owe you my life. What happened to the life I had to give to get here? World 55. Trust me. If you don't live for yourself, you live for no one. Sands of times, every step you take, God takes one beside you. If you don't think that I believe that these cards are divinely guided by the Lord Jesus Christ, I can mix them up as much as I want. And how many readings? That's twice a reading. I got the same message for the ones who are involved in this. If you're involved in this, of course, I got this message. That's the point, is that you are being called out for your ungodliness. 4555. That's what these cards are about. You are being called out for your ungodliness. You're just not being called out by your name and your address. So it's for you to resonate to where it's supposed to be. Change that. Hangman in reverse. Change that. Because at the end of the day, you know what God says to one, from one to another? You are my child. And you know what he says in the book of Psalms? He says, if I would have put it in a basic way, if you want better, you got to do better. He says this person did this upon his friends, loved ones, family, and the people who cared for him. And in return, this is what he got. And therefore, he has to pray upon God to relinquish himself from the karma in which he deserves. If you read Psalms, read it. Pray upon God to relinquish yourself from the karma you deserve. But that doesn't stop you. That shows unrelinquishing devotion to Lord Jesus Christ. As far as he's concerned, and then over to the fat lady saying, because you've done it for years. He only done it for a day, giving you to change your mind and change your ways. It's not easy and it's not simple. Do you know how hard it is to get on your knees in the middle of your own empty living room with no one there? Get on your knees in the middle of the living room with no Bible sitting in front of you. Just get on your knees and pray and put your hands together as the Jews do, as the Islamic religion does in the East and in the West, and they pray whether they see God or not. They find West, or they find the Quran, or they find the whatever, and they pray. And yet you hate on them because they're religious and more religious than you. Because they hate that the American culture has forgot about love. It's like us Americans, we become the Nazis, and the rest of the world will become the Jews. Only it's different. It's like modern day racism. We become the slave owners, and the rest of the world. I mean, we put literally allowed a man to put Mexican citizens or non-citizens in cages and separate them from their children. And we allowed it. We didn't say nothing. And there's people out here still voting for him. Why don't I do that to you? I'm sorry. You get to lay little Tommy down in bed tonight? How about I take Tommy out his bed in your sleep and put him in a cage, and I take you out of your sleep, military style, and put you in a cage and tell you you are not allowed to be in this country, and separate you and have different departure times and have different this and have different that. How about we do it to you? How about we put you in train carts like they did the Jews? How about we put you in train carts, kill you in rooms as apartment, and y'all are all full, about 50 of y'all, and y'all think y'all taking a shower, and then they fill y'all with gas. And all of a sudden y'all are all dead and screaming. How about we put you in a room full of people with coronavirus and leave you there? So you can die in the worst way. This is un-American. This is not life. This is death. This is corporation over life, over religion. And this is not even that. It's corporation over religion, over life. This is not right. We are not entitled to